Well, hello and welcome back. This is Iron Bill. I've been gone for a little bit. I'm not making videos on the regular the way I hope to in the near future. My last day of work for the summer is tomorrow. I do have other activities going on right now, but I should have more time to play and to record, and therefore more time to make videos. Before I get going, though, I of course want to do my sponsorship here. Just cracking open a brand new one. Diet Coke, taste of an older generation. Also, something's been weighing heavily on my mind. And forgive the light sourcing here, by the way. I've got my shades pulled, but the sun is setting as I'm making this video, and some of it's getting through, so it's going to be on my face. Oh well, we'll just deal with it. This is the time I have to record, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. Anyway, a little bit of a movie review here. And I've seen a lot of movies in my time. I'm an older guy, and good news for the previous worst movies ever made. You've moved up the list. You are no longer at the top of the list because I just saw the worst movie ever made. Wonder Woman 1984. Oh my goodness. It is... You know, some things are so bad that they're good. Wonder Woman 1984 is so bad, it's just really bad. It's awful movie. If you've not seen it yet, don't. It's not worth the time of your life that you'll never get back. So, a little bit of an aside, didn't sign up. That's bonus material there for you. So, let's move on to the video itself. We are recording. That's 2 minutes wasted right there. This is a Nightfall, Insight Terminus, and I think it's Nightfall. Yeah. Anyway, I needed to do it for a couple of bounties going on, and what I settled on here was Salvager Salvo. I thought I would lean into that because of the new mods in Season of the Splicer, and one of them is you can put a serious debuff on enemies, and it is powerful. Also, in this particular situation, I needed something for Unstoppable. Later on, you're going to see me switch to the Anarchy, and when I finally realized that I did not have it on, I think I do it right here. I finally wake up. There it is. So what I'm effectively doing here is I'm running double grenade launcher and Chroma rush, and this is a deadly combination. Absolutely deadly. And that guy got in a little too deep and paid the price. Now, I'll get to him right away. But yeah, just talking about the weapons a bit. Well, the background plays, and it'll speak for itself, to be quite honest. You can really lean into these grenade launchers in this meta, I gotta tell you. Anyway, the mods and the exotics and the synergy that you have with particular things at the moment, I don't know that it's ever been in a better place, other than possibly, and I can't remember the Warlock exotic helmet that people were using on the bridge in the Reckoning. It was straight busted. And I suppose you could also say Lunafaction boots at one point in time arguably could be busted in a boss DPS phase, but nothing in my mind compares to just how really, really good this is. And if you can aim a grenade launcher, which I missed there, and there again, but if you can aim a grenade launcher and you have a good roll on one, you can absolutely dominate with this particular setup. What you're seeing me do here is work for freezing targets so that I can bust them up, because I'm also trying to get the last umbral, or not umbral, but the aspect. I'm looking for my last whatever. I need to get my last, I don't even know what they're called now. From Europa and the Stranger. But I've got to get frozen kills and in strikes and nightfalls, and that's what I'm working at here, so if you're curious. This is a good nightfall for it, because there are a lot of enemies. This is an enemy-dense activity, and there are just a lot of ways to see right there. I mean, I also needed ability kills, and that's helping me. You see me consider for just a second to go ahead and grenade launch him, and I'm being a little indecisive here, and where I should just pop out that machine gun and just go to town, especially from that range. And Void hurts in this Nightfall, so you really don't want to give him free reign on it, and I just missed him. I figure, you know what, I'm going to put some Anarchy up there, and see that purple? That's him being debuffed. There we go. And so we're going to get some crazy DPS numbers. Oh, and by the way, this grenade launcher I've got has Ambitious Assassin, which means if I get a kill, when it reloads, it'll load 2 in the tube. And Salvager's Salvo, there's not much to dislike about it. It is a superb grenade launcher as they go. As good as anything you can get right now, in my opinion. Now, I'm sure there'll be someone who will in the comments section tell me why that's not true, and I welcome those comments, but for my money, I love it a lot. But grenade launchers aren't the only story. Fusions are really making a comeback. Now, see, this is a mistake. I should have put an Anarchy on that, but at the time, I didn't know that I had any because I was down to 1. And I was thinking, all right. And it wasn't until he was actually down that I realized what had happened. Now I'm going to pop, I think, a few up. Or do I throw my super here? One way or the other. There we go. I need to get some frozen kills. Yeah, that's coming soon. Another weapon that I'm really digging a lot is the fusion rifles. They are super, super strong. And the Null Composure, I think, is the one that I've been running. It's the Quest one? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Let me look that up. I'm sure it's Null Composure. I have something like 1,500 kills on mine already. It is... yeah, Null Composure. So I have Reservoir Burst, of course, Feeding Frenzy. I have Projection Fuse on mine right now, and I also have Fluted Barrel. So it's super stable. Oh, and Masterwork is range. Oh my gosh, I've got 1,545 kills on that thing already. And it's a workhorse, man. I mean, you pair that with the Chroma Rush, and you've got a killer 1-2 combination. That's the thing, you know. Oftentimes metas define that you can only really run 1 or 2 things. This meta is not that way. I got a great Praedyth's Revenge from the raid the other day, and I got the one with the rewind on it, and it works. And so if you have a stationary target like a land tank or something like that, you just basically buzz into them, and yeah, I mean, you just take them down. It is really, really cool. In a lot of ways, it reminds me of the Black Hammer. It just doesn't do as much damage, but you can put a lot of shots in before you actually have to reload. So it's a high DPS weapon in that respect. All right, so I think I jump up here and get this going here. Right now, I'm trying to get as many raids in as I can to up my characters. I think right now I'm at 1304 base, and I think I'm 1327 with my artifact, something like that. And that's okay. I mean, I've been awfully busy. My friends are much higher than that, of course, but their playtime is a bit more regular, and they're able to. Their schedule doesn't fluctuate like mine, I'm thinking, and either that or they're just a lot more committed to spending their time that way than I can be at the moment. One way or the other, I'm not as high as I probably would be at this point in the season. I did just hit 100, rank 100 today, so I'm done with all of that. That took longer than it normally would, I will say. But now I'm to the place where I'm cleaning up a lot of the stuff that I'd kind of left undone to this point in time. Now, in terms of farming for transmog materials, that is one of the lowest priorities I've got going on, because, you know, part of me says, yeah, you know, it's there. It's not that hard to do. Go ahead and do it. But it's not that fun. And, you know, of all the things I could be doing, that's the one thing I think that I don't want to send the message to Bungie. It's okay to do what they did with it, you know. I mean, it's too grindy for me, and I think I'd be better off, and the community's better off if we don't like stuff like that. Let them know by not playing it. It's the best way. So I'll get done what I get done, but I think they're going to find out in the end that most people are not going to transmog a great deal, and if their plan is to get me to buy materials from Eververse in order to do that, think again. That's not going to happen either. I am not enough into that fashion Barbie aspect of it to even consider doing that sort of thing. And I think somebody else, this rocket finished him off. All right. So we're sailing along here. This is not going too badly. Yeah, and you never know who is going to join you in one of these events. Ooh, that light is just like right down the middle of my face at this point in time. So I can't do anything about it. These guys held their own. I mean, you know, they died here and there, but, you know, as long as I don't overcommit and get us to a situation where we wipe, then we should be fine. Now, I wouldn't have come up and let that guy at my back like that, but that's just how I roll. I wish I could hit him. You know, I was playing with contacts in at that time, and I just couldn't see clearly. There we go. There's a hit. And I decide it's better off to get a grenade or some kind of stasis down the line there, and then put a couple of shots there. That pretty much kept a lot of that crowd under control. I need to use that a bit more because I didn't place those very well. Again, my aim is a bit off. The way I set up my contacts, I set one close, that is near sight, and I set the other far sight, so I never have anything better than monovision, that is monocular vision. And yeah, that affects how you see things more than you might imagine. You just play with one eye covered up with a patch and you'll get the idea. It's kind of like that, but worse because, you know, then I kind of have that blurriness that it's, if you focus, it doesn't bother you. But when you're doing activities where you can't focus, it feels like your eyes are cloudy and it's something's wrong. And yeah. All right, so I get a couple of shots on him. He's debuffed. Got to get out of there though. And decide to freeze these guys. Now, here's the one problem. I've got to let them freeze before I kill them. I put the grenade down and my teammate comes in and kills them before they freeze. That's not really helping me. I can't complain because under ordinary circumstances, I'd want him to do exactly that. Just that time, I wish he hadn't. I had it under control. All right, so super here. And that's going to take care of the mass in the center, pretty much. And you'll notice that I'm trying to be pretty liberal with my super usage because I should get it back before this is over. All things said and done. As long as they use their abilities, we should be able to work it out. No radar on meant I didn't know we had 2 more enemies behind us. I was backing up for the boss to be right there. I was going to hit him with a couple. I've got plenty of Anarchy to take us through. And I like Anarchy for that boss because oftentimes you find yourself shooting at him and he's already immune. But by having a couple of Anarchies on him, you know, it's going to hurt him until he can't be hurt anymore. And I think he was probably immune there. I got one shot off there. I don't think I killed anything, but we're going to try it again. For me, I want to get heat on the ads coming in from the side because the boss isn't going to kill you at this point in time. He's easily avoided. What's going to get you more often than not is going to be these ads off to the side that you don't notice. Creeping up on you, tossing some void, kind of like that. Something's hitting me on it. Yeah, wasting my grenades now. But I'm going to run back here and get these others in just a second. Let's get some freeze going on down there. Just picked a spot. There we go. I should be getting some kills from that. Heavy. I actually need special more than anything else at this point. Just check out that ambitious assassin. Alright, here we go. Right in the center. There we go. I'm just busting them up. And this really, I mean, it clears ads like nobody's business. Alright, I need the orbs and the special. Got it. And I've got my super again. And see, that's twice. Right there. Boom. And that's going to handle our buddy there and also help with our boss in just a second. I don't worry about getting the super on him per se. What's more important is just getting the ads under control and keeping them under control. Alright, that side's cleared off. Put a couple more on him. That'll keep him debuffed. My friends are continuing to hammer him. I want to control the side here. Oh my goodness, what a good job that does. Oh my goodness, look at that go. I'm loving it. Grenade launchers are fun. I do need to get better at it, but there we go. And we don't need to worry about what's going on under me because it's done. Alright. It's worth noting that I put the scavengers on. Grenade launcher scavengers and finders. You definitely want to do that. Run your mods, run your loaders, you know, and just have a ball. But the main one is the artifact one that's worth 9 energy. Absolutely worth it. Worth every bit. And in terms of the raid, it's a huge deal on boss DPS. And look at my numbers there. I mean, I was just slaying out. So easy to do with that build. So, want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be making videos again soon, but until I do, this is Iron Bill, thanking you for watching and signing out.